Hi, and welcome to Pixie's YouTube channel, where generally I upload videos for questions only. However, last week, my mother passed away, so I was not able to upload a Questions Corner last week, and this week I will also not be uploading a Questions Corner. Actually, instead of a Questions Corner directed at me, I'm going to do a Questions Corner directed about my mother. These are things that people wanted to know about my mom and her life. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to honor my mother and publicize her on YouTube. Because my mom's just that kind of person. She's okay. And she would want people to know about her, you know? And by the way, yes, I'm okay, so you guys can stop worrying and asking me all the time, how are you doing? Quit asking me that. I'm perfectly fine. I may look like hell, but I'm perfectly fine. I'm just sleeping a little bit too much. Anyway, on to the questions about my mother. I have a notepad full. So, I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. If there are times that I say things a little too quickly, I apologize in advance. Let's start with the first question. What was your mother's nickname? My mother went by two nicknames. She went by Butterfly Eileen and by Neely, which is her name backwards. Eileen backwards. Where was your mom born and when? My mom was born in Sumter, South Carolina, and she was born in 1947, 3 days after Christmas. So that's December 28th, 1947. My mother died here in Florida in Fort Pierce on April 7th, 2015. What is your mother's favorite color? Well, my mother actually loved purple, but she didn't like the dark shades of purple. She loved the light shades of purple, like lavender and all those kinds of light purple colors. What's your mother's favorite print? I wasn't sure what they meant by that, so I went with leopard because my mom has tons of leopard print clothing and shoes and purses and wallets. She was a leopard print fanatic. What's your mother's favorite gemstone? That was pretty easy. Her favorite gemstone is an amethyst, and she also liked pearls, especially mother of pearl. She loved mother of pearl. What's your mother's favorite metal? Well, wasn't sure if they meant metal songs or metal in general, so I went with the metal in general, and that is gold. I like silver, she likes gold. But she also grew up in a time when gold was a little more easily accessed. Um, what are your mom's favorite traits in people? My mom always loved people that had confidence and kindness and were self-reliant. Um, those were her favorite traits in people. What are your mom's obsessions? My mom's obsessions are collecting butterflies. Period. She also was kind of a pack rat, and she loved scented candles, incense, and oils. What was your mom's favorite scents? And that would be cinnamon apple, fresh cut grass, and lavender. Her favorite perfumes were Estee Lauder and Old Spice. Yes, Old Spice. She liked Old Spice. I do too. What's your mom's favorite flower? Orchid. Any and every single strain of orchid she loved. What's your mom's favorite exotic plant? A bird of paradise. Paradise. Does your mom have any favorite types of trees? She did. She loved cherry blossoms and weeping willows. She got to see cherry blossoms when she went to Japan once, and she always loved the look of a weeping willow. What's your mom's favorite insect or reptile? Actually, my mom had kind of both. My mom, like I said, loved collecting butterflies, so butterflies are her favorite insect. And she did like reptiles. She liked Burmese pythons, especially the about albinos, and she liked painted turtles. What's your mom's favorite domestic and wild animals? My mom loved cats and dogs. She also loved eagles, panthers, and wolves, especially eagles. Um, What's your mom's favorite sea creatures? She loved dolphins, seals, and starfish. And killer whales, because she thought the black and white was really pretty. Who are your mom's favorite people in history? Antony and Cleopatra and John F. Kennedy. Those were her favorite people. Right there. Antony and Cleopatra and John F. Kennedy. What's your mom's favorite band? The Beatles. She was a die-hard Beatles fan. Even her sister couldn't stand my mom's Beatlemania. But then again, my mom also couldn't stand her sister's Elvis mania either. So they kind of had, that whole thing going. What's your mom's favorite solo artist? And that would have to be Tina Turner. My mom loved Tina Turner's songs. And when she found out the story behind how Tina Turner became Tina Turner, she loved her even more. What's your mom's favorite musical genre? My mom was actually quite eclectic. She loved music from any genre as long as she could dance to it in any kind of manner. But her top three are rock and roll, classical, and country. And I'm not talking the new age rock and roll. I'm talking the old rock and roll. What are your mom's favorite songs? My mom's favorite songs are Come Together by the Beatles, What's Love Got to Do with It by Tina Turner, and Come On Eileen by the Dexys Midnight Runners. And she loved that song because her name was Eileen. Who are your mom's favorite actors and actresses? My mom loved Arnold Schwarzenegger because of his muscles. She thought he was hot. She also loved Audrey Hepburn, Jack Nicholson, Harrison Ford, Mel Gibson, Robin Williams, Sigourney Weaver, and Whoopi Goldberg. What are your mom's favorite movies? Well, my mom had a long list of favorite movies. So I tried to condense it down. I really didn't, but she did have a long list of favorite movies. My mom loved Animal House from 1978, Clash of the Titans, 1981, Conan the Barbarian, 1982, the Die Hard series starting in 1984, Good Morning Vietnam, 1987, Pretty Woman, 1990, the Resident Evil series. She loved Shawshank Redemption, 1994, The Blues Brothers, 1980, The Doors, starring Val Kilmer, 1991, The Green Mile, 1999, The Shining, 1980. She also liked all Disney animated movies. She was also a fan of Road Warrior, or as we know, Mad Max, starting in 1978. She loved the Alien franchise, which starred Sigourney Weaver. She loved Psycho, the Indiana Jones franchise. She loved the original Star Trek series from 1979 to 2013. She also loved the Star Wars series, but only the first ones, from 1977 to 1983. She wasn't a fan of the second grouping. She also liked the Terminator series from 1984 to 2003. What are your mom's favorite television shows? Well, my mom actually liked Criminal Minds because it was, along the aspect of learning stuff or figuring out stuff. It was a suspense thing. And she loved The Walking Dead. This woman was a fan until her dying day of The Walking Dead. What's your mom's favorite author and favorite book? Well, my mom's favorite book is by her favorite author, and that is The Stand by Stephen King. Did your mom have any favorite games? My mom often loved to do crypto words and Sudoku. She loved to play Scrabble, Solitaire, Uno, and Yahtzee. And one of my friends really knows how good we are with Yahtzee. And she also loved to put together puzzles that consisted of 1,000 or more pieces. My mom had a favorite restaurant, and that was Red Lobster. What was your mom's favorite restaurant and fast food? Her favorite restaurant, Red Lobster. Her favorite fast food was Kentucky Fried Chicken. Does your mom have any favorite foods? Yes, too many to list, but I can tell you T-bone steak was one of them. What about your mom's favorite desserts? I'd have to say it would be the sugar-coated peanut butter cookies I bake. What is your mom's favorite drinks? My mom loved coffee, Mountain Dew, and peach-flavored tea. What are her favorite holidays and seasons? My mom's favorite seasons were always spring and fall, and her favorite holidays were always New Year's, the 4th of July, Halloween, and Christmas. Did your mom have a favorite day of the week or month? Yeah, my mom loved Thursdays, and her favorite month was May. What about school? What were your mom's favorite subjects in school? Her favorite subjects in school were English and literature, plus math and anything learning about medicine. Did your mom have any favorite quotes? My mom's favorite quotes were probably ones she created, um, although she probably also heard them from someone else. But my mom's all-time favorite quote was, "She's not conceited. She's completely convinced." She also liked to say, "At least she gets it honestly, and there is nothing that you cannot do unless you do not try." Did your mom have any accomplishments? My mom accomplished quite a bit, in my opinion. My mom was published in several amateur poetry books many times. So, to me, that was an accomplishment above all accomplishments. My mom accomplished getting over her demons of addiction and becoming sober. She learned to forgive herself and those around her for the things that had happened, and that is an accomplishment in itself. Um, my mom also managed to accomplish one of her dreams, which was to buy a house. Although we did not get to keep the house, she still accomplished her dream in a small aspect. And the last accomplishment that my mother really ever made blows my mind. At the age of 64 years old, my mother graduated from college with a bachelor's degree for medical coding and billing. She had a GPA of 3.8, and she accomplished this while being legally blind and as a senior citizen. That is an accomplishment, above all accomplishments. She also lived to be able to see her grandchildren be born, um, all of them, and she has 6. So those are accomplishments in themselves. A memorial for people should be sad, but I have nothing to be sad about, and neither should you. I hope that through this questionnaire about my mother, that everybody can be happy, because I am happy. These are things that I know about my mother, and these are things that I wanted to share with you. So I appreciate everyone tuning in for this week's memorial video of a Questions Corner version. So I guess in the beginning I kind of lied. This is the Questions Corner, but this is also a memorial for my mother, who meant the world to me. And even though she is not here in person, she is here, and she will always be. She will always be with me, just as she will always be with all of you that know her. So let's do her a favor and keep her memory alive, and celebrate the life that she lived with us and the things that she taught us. So, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it, and I love you guys. So bye-bye.